excitar con slap chop. Esto te va a fascinar. Mira la papa. Un golpe grandes, más golpes, papas fritas. Agrega un champiñón. Entre más lo haces, más fino. Odias hacer ensaladas. Por eso no las haces. 5 segundos y listo. Mira mi huevo, delicioso. Ahora tu vida está más excitante. Pon las nueces, es tan fácil. Un dedo, cualquiera lo hace. Te cuesta $1 en la tienda de helados. Fácil de limpiar. 1, 2 y 3. Este no se abre, no se puede abrir, no es bueno, ¿ok? Cebollas te hacen llorar, me hacen llorar, no más llorar. Mira la cebolla. En segundos, la cáscara se desprende. Al comprar Slap Chop, recibe Gundam para el queso. Queso amarillo y blanco. Las navajas están por dentro. Tacos, burritos, linguini, fettuccini, martini, bikini. Simplemente lo golpeas. Viene con tapa. Mantiene el queso fresco.
Slap Shop vende por $19.95. Pero si llamas ahora, entre los próximos 20 minutos, te daremos el Gundam para queso gratis. Solo paga el cargo por procesar.
Para ordenar.
Hey everybody, it's me, Aries0083. I got kind of a new setup. I was trying it out. Got my mic. I got these Bluetooth earbuds, so I don't have the big crazy setup, the wobbly head. So I look all natural. Anyway, welcome. This is the first live stream for my version 2 channel. I've been wanting to get something up there for a while, something decent, well prepared, not just recorded and then slapped there. So I guess this is as prepared as we're gonna get. Anyway, I'm probably not gonna get people. Let me just put what's up in the chat. Everything lowercase. All right, that's a private chat. Now it's in the comments. I haven't used StreamYard in a while. And there are some things that are kind of new and kind of annoying. Like, I think I'm having problems with my connection. Sometimes it like glitches. I'm definitely having problems with the audio. There's like a constant in the background, or sometimes sound clips in. I don't know. I think this sounds better than the headset. I got this microphone that I got from Micro Center. It has a pop filter, and it's planted firmly on my computer, where I put my keyboard for my computer. But it's kind of rough. I guess as time goes on, I'll get used to it. Also, with time, speaking of time, it's been a little hectic for me. I thought 2024 was going to be smooth sailing, but it kind of isn't. But let's get that out of the way. I'm going to talk about the stuff, some of the stuff, not all of the stuff that I've gotten since my last live stream on my old channel. So this is basically a toy haul. I am using the color orange because I kind of like it. I have been buying a lot of Gundam Universe figures. I have some here for show. This is the Gundam Aerial. This is the latest wave that's been showing up at Target. I don't know what wave it is. Or do I? I think I know. I'm not sure. I think it's wave 8 or 9. Some of these come with little checklist, which was great, but I think they stopped doing them. I do know it's Unit 20, it's Gundam Universe number 27. And here on the back, you got Gundam Universe. Of course, my webcam is acting up. Gundam Universe 24, Togis 2, 25, the Barbados Lupus Rex, and 26, the Shining Gundam, which I have over here. I have the box, the figures on display over there. I do like these guys. I only collect the one thing at a time. I'm collecting Gundam now because Transformers, the design wise, they've turned into crap. I don't like them. It's like after John Warden left, the designs just shifted into mediocrity. Some designs are great, like Studio Series 86 Grimlock is great, and Snarl. But even with the help of the Japanese, like the Legacy United, Evolution, it's kind of garbage. I don't like it. So I've gotten back to collecting Gundam. I do like not spending a lot of money for my stuff, but the kits, I've been hunting around New York City and finding places that do sell Gunpla. I'm gonna try and put videos on this channel and on my TikTok if it doesn't get banned. Hopefully it doesn't get banned. I don't want them to sell. That's stupid. But I'll go showing off places in New York City that have Gunpla. Most of the time, I'll ask the owner if it's okay to record because I don't want to. Some people feel away. I don't record people. I just record the stuff in the store. But some people feel a way about being recorded, and they should. You never know what someone is gonna record without your consent or do. So I have gotten Gundam Universes because they are in the they're $24.99. That's a manufacturer retail price. But the cheapest kits, like I'm eyeing a Heavy Arms high grade model kit from Toy Arena for like $11-12. With the shipping, it'll be like 22, which is like almost the same price that a Barnes and Noble had it. But the thing is, you can buy a kit, but you need to build it. You need to have time to build it. And I already have a backlog. I had an old backlog from when I stopped collecting back like in 2010. And now I'm getting a new backlog of stuff that I'm buying cheap now. Like I have a entry grade new Gundam that I got to build, a high grade Aerial rebuild. I saw the Calibarn at Target and then it was gone. So the thing about them is the model kits are cheap, but you need time. Maybe if Social Security and Medicare don't get cut, hopefully they don't get cut, I could retire at the sweet old age of 60 and get to work on that backlog. Some assholes are like, hey, you should work till you die. No, I know what I'm going to do if I'm not working, and it's definitely not going to be dying. So going to build model kits, maybe sell stuff, but I'm not going to work until I die, Ben Shabibo. So if you notice, version 2 is going to be a little more free. I think maybe in the past, maybe what's happened with my channels, this is like a thought that crossed my mind, that I was always careful, like Jean-Luc Picard in Tapestry. when he got his alternate outcome of being careful, and he was just a lieutenant junior grade in the science division. He wasn't a captain anymore. Maybe that's I should just be me. So this channel is gonna be more loose. I'm gonna express myself. I'll talk. I might throw in some curses, not for curses' sake, but just as part of the English language. Sometimes cursing is in there. So, toy hauls. I got a whole bunch of Gundam Universe, and uh, I I'm starting to customize some of them. Like I got some bags here. These are like the second copies of figures that I bought. These are specifically to customize. I separated them. This is GU 1 through 15. And this is GU 16 through 30. So these guys are in here. They've been taken apart so they could fit better. But they're specifically for customizing. Because I do like customizing. What the trouble with Gundams is like the building. The time to build, but I do like customizing. The only bad downside is that it's good that most places have them for like $25. Some have them for 30. Some dare to sell them for 40. I'm looking at you, the shop. Some dare to sell them for 40. But it's a easy way to have a Gundam hobby and customize, because with my Transformers I was doing that too. That's why I would get multiple copies. These aren't my only copies. This is my fourth copy that I got from CMD store for $15.99. The last purchase that I did was this, the Gundam Heavy Arms, which is between the Heavy Arms and the Shining Gundam. They are becoming my favorite mobile suits, especially these figures, because the Shining Gundam has like a lot of parts. Has an extra faceplate. One of the extra figures that I have, I'm gonna glue the faceplate, the open faceplate, the one that's featured here on the box. I'm gonna glue that. So I'm gonna fuck up that figure. So I need to have an extra one, because I learned my lesson a long time ago with animated RC. I bought like 3 of them. I customized the one, and then I'm like, I already have RC. Let me sell the other 2. And the one that I had that I customized, her head came off. It broke. Like the head cracked. So I got this Heavy Arms from a little store in Chinatown called Orange Road Corp. I highly recommend them. It's like a little treasure trove of Gundam. They have G-frame figures and Gundam Converge figures too. The little gacha, little tiny gacha babies. Gacha. This is the Nero. I got this one at Barnes and Noble for $8. And then this is a little Zagok, who's a Zeon remnant from Gundam Unicorn. This guy's from Gundam Sentinel. So I got the Heavy Arms for $29. CMD store had this for like 15, but it sold out before I could rack up on more than 3 of them. So this is my fourth unit. The fourth is supposed to be just for display, non-customized. 1 is for the collection, 2 is a custom, 3 is I don't know, profit, and 4 is display. The reason I'm bringing up Gundam Universe is because I'm praying to the toy gods uh up there. It's almost Easter. Around Easter, stores like Burlington and Marshalls start getting cheap toys. But you know who got toys before that? A little store that doesn't exist here in New York. Let me open the zip folder and the picture. Now, I was testing this before, and it kind of came up funky. Boom, boom, boom. It kind of came out funky in the live stream. It might come out funky here, but I'm using Picasa to look at pictures, and I'm going to share this picture. So this, let me see what my screen looks like. All right. So as you can see on the screen, the hell is going on with this connection? I am wired. We got some new neighbors, and I'm thinking right now maybe they're. This I have to check. But usually my past live streams have never had problems like this with stupid connection. Also, I found this channel called Jawan. That's Juawn, I think, John. He talks about NFT games, and he was talking about how like some of these games will put like something in the background of your computer, and you get like a little pop up. And I've been noticing that I get a little pop up that I can't see. So I downloaded that. I ran it. It replaced my antivirus, but it's an antivirus, and it's looking over and causing all sorts of stuff. So that might be the problem. I might have to uninstall that. I'm waiting for the free trial to end, but anyways, Ross Dress for Less, which is mostly a West Coast store, is getting Gundam Universe figures for the low price of $11.99, which sure beats $24.99. They've gotten a good selection, like the Master Gundam and the first Gundam. First Gundam's okay. Shenlong, which I like. I only got one copy of the Shenlong. I happened there. They got the Freedom. Look at that. I just showed off my Freedom. It's a little cheaper than how much I got it at CMD store. I think they still have the Freedom and the Exia. So if you want to buy it, buy it. They have the full burner also in the Wing Gundam. There's another Shenlong, another Master. They got some Joes too, but looks like nobody liked the Master Gundam. Here's the Exia. They have the Easy 8 and Master Gundams Ahoy. You can see I think this is the Exia back here, and the first Gundam. You can tell from the series logo on the top. Master, and I think this is the same rack, but different shop. So we're blind. All right. So that's about it. But I am when Triptychon showed up at Ollie's, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, $70 Triptychons!" Ooh, or it was $50, I think. And then they showed up at Burlington, which is where I got them. I had gone down to Pennsylvania for my sister's wedding and went to an Ollie's and got Overlord, Titan's Return Overlord, and Titan's Return Triptychon. But then they showed up here in New York and they just started amassing a little army of Triptychons. But I'm hoping that these discount Gundam universes either show up at Burlington Marshalls or D2 or Lot Less or a store around here called Amazing Savings. But I hope they do show up for Easter. I'm looking at the calendar, March 30th. So Friday, March 29th is Good Friday. So that'll be the end of Easter. Hopefully they'll show up before then. So I think that's it for the toy hauls. I've been blabbing for 20 minutes. I do want to talk a little bit about a show that I watched. Like late December, I think Gundam.info had put up the Reconquista in G movies, which let me just open the folder and show the posters. Which I right now all I can say is it was meh. The some of the designs were great. So but let me see. I'm wondering if I should make myself a little bigger. Yeah, I think this is good. Some of the designs were great. I did like the Reconquista. I think there was the G Self. That's what they call it. That's the name of the model kit. I did like the G Self, but only like 2 or 3 of the other mobile suits that I like, and then the rest of them were like the character designs. I did like the designs for Bellry, the main lead, and the rest of the characters. They were okay. I think the character design I liked the most was Chikahara. She's this tall Amazonian, muscly woman who's a pilot that shows up later. If I were a better YouTuber, I'd put a picture of her, but I don't want to break this. So the character designs were okay, but the story, I don't know. It was a tough watch. And you might say, why did you finish? I finished it because it's Gundam, and I wanted to see where it was going. One of the movies that I quit midway, and I don't think I ever finished it, was Sucker Punch because it was so bad. And I think that movie with Karen Gilliam, Gunfire Milkshake, that as soon as I saw the intro and at the diner, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna hate this. It's gonna get on my nerves. It sounds obnoxious. But if I could say something about Reconquista and G is it's the series. I don't want to. I can't explain it. I want to say it keeps upping the ante, but it doesn't because the bad guys, like in the first movie, um, aren't the bad guys in the last movie. It's like first it's these people versus these people, and then I'm not gonna spoil it. It's these people versus these people, and then a third faction appears. So it's these people versus a third faction, and then a fourth faction appears. It's these people versus the fourth faction, and then a fifth faction appears. It's these people against the fifth faction, and I'm like, the hell is going on here? And it's not memorable. Some like always with these shows with anime, some of the deaths are you remember them, but it's not like I'm saying yeah you should watch it. I mean, if you're a Gundam fan and you have the ability to watch it like I did, watch it. But if I would not say go out and buy the Blu-ray, or I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll. Go pay Crunchyroll. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. And as far as model kits go, I think just the G Reco is the best one. I would like to get it. I like the big eyes. It reminds me of Bumblebee. But so this is the poster for the first movie. So you're introduced to these guys in the G Self. And then this is a poster for the second movie. These are the bad guys. Sorry, I'm looking at my live stream and it's like buffering. And so this is the second poster. These are the bad guys. This is the third poster. These are the new bad guys. But here's still the bad guys from the second poster. And then you get the fifth where everyone fights and it ends. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. I listened to the Gundam at MAHQ podcast about the series because I watched the movies. They didn't put up the series. Maybe for the 45th anniversary of Gundam, Gundam.info put up everything. Who knows? But they didn't put up the series. They just put up the movies. So I watched the movies. And I don't know. They didn't like it either. A lot of unanswered questions. And the end was similar to the end of Witch of Mercury. So if you watched Witch of Mercury and you're like, why did that happen? Then there's your answer. That's G Reconquista and G by Tomino himself. But forgot to put up the banner. But yeah, that's it was disappointing. I'm wondering what I'm gonna watch now. What I can watch. The Gundam Seed Freedom movie is coming out. I'm tempted to go. There's a screening in New York. I think the ticket is $40, but I think I'd have to request a day off from my job. And then I'm thinking maybe I might want to be special and pay the $100 to get the Gunpla. But nah, I don't know. But maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll see it now. I'm not a big fan of Seed. I am a fan of like the main Gundam, like the Freedom, the Strike, the 5 Gundams that got kidnapped. stolen. And Gundam Seed Destiny, I am a fan of the Impulse and the Zaku equivalent and the Destiny. But most of them bad guy mobile suits of Seed and Seed Destiny, I do not like. I don't like their designs. And I did watch the shows, but that was eons ago. I don't know if I finished Seed. I know I finished Destiny. I was on vacation. I remember watching the episodes one after another, and I think because it's subtitled, it doesn't stick in my mind as well as a dubbed show does. But I'll watch it when it's available. Hopefully it'll be like on Hulu or Netflix. None of the streaming services have Seed except Gundam.info right now. Seed and Seed Destiny. Well, so that's it for that. Let me see if I do a little commercial break. I've been watching Input's live stream, and he does these commercial breaks. This is probably going to get demonetized, but I'm not monetized. Maybe when I get monetized, it'll matter.
あれから4年、新生したソレスタルビーイングが新たな歴史を紡ぎ出す。
俺の名は刹那 F 千円、ソレスタルビーイングのガンダムマイスター。そうだ、俺がガンダム。いや、俺がガンダムだった。
変身する刹那。メガネがずれてる。レーダーこれでいい。どうもロックオンストラトス、生きていたのか。
死んでます。
ゾンビだ。生き返り損ねたロックオン。
僕の名前はヤレルヤハプティズム的。
アレルヤに第三の人格が。
お見せしよう。ティエリア・アーデの真の姿を。
ああ、僕の頭が。ティエリアはロボットだった。
俺と結婚してくれ。
はい。
俺の出番、回想シーンだけじゃねえか。
視聴率
ロボットでもいいの。
俺もガンダムだ。 バカ野郎、ハンバーグじゃなくてチキンライスだ。
さらなる悲劇が彼らに降りかかる。襲来する謎の異星人軍団。爆発するコンビナート。
クラッシュ。
襲われるメイド。踊る猫。
キャット。
可愛いパンダ。
ロシアのアラクマ。
まともな人間が一人もいなくなってしまったソレスタルビーイングに未来はあるのか。というか、こんなものを放送していいのか。機動戦士ガンダム00、破壊による破壊が始まる。
お楽しみに。
I'm back. That video is, oof, it's so old. The quality is so so bad. But looking at it before, a lot of interesting things in there, like the fact that aliens invade. And no one saw that coming. The aliens were in the third movie. That's a preview for the second movie. I mean, the second season. I do like that Setsuna goes, "Toh!" and flies off. Where is he? That Gundam X, Setsuna Kato. The only thing that hasn't aged well is that Meizu will be assaulted. Meido. But it's pretty funny. I do like when companies do stuff like that. Like Lower Decks is good sometimes, not all the times. But when you poke fun at the show that a lot of people love, because a lot of people will say, "Yeah, that's ridiculous," but I'll allow it for the sake of enjoying the show. And then when the company that makes the show points out, look at this ridiculous, like sets in they say Tier is a robot. He kind of, I think he's like a clone, because in the 00 movie, which a lot of people hate, but I rewatched it a few months back. It's explained, like he has bodies that he downloads into. But spoiler. But and I guess, you know, the same-sex marriage. Please marry. Yes, I am a robot myself. I mean, I'm a Gundam myself. It's pretty good. I like Gundam 00. It's the series that got me back into Gundam after I left Gundam when Seed was kind of airing on Cartoon Network. I mean, on Adult Swim, like at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. So the last segment I'm gonna do. Usually I get interrupted in these live streams, but it's first live stream, so I'm not interrupted right now. But if you are in the stream, feel free to interrupt. I'd rather interact with my fans than just go about my programming, which I could always do later or a different day. So I wanted to, I've mentioned like designs, like how I like the most of the Gundams from Seed, how I like Gundams from Seed and stuff. So I consider myself a design guy. I like the aesthetics of things. Like, here's a Zoc. A Zoc isn't. It's one of it's a design that grew on me. I don't like that color. I don't like green, but I do like the Nero, and the gyms have grown on me. At first, I was like, Gundam. Let me see. All right. I was like, a Gundam. Like, it's not like a Gundam. Like the gyms from the first show, I don't like. I'm going to, because that's what I'm supposed to talk about. I made a list using MAHQ. I went through the series. I guess they have the series listed as how they were aired, so it's not in chronological order. So this is going to be UC Part 1, which begins at 0079, the first Gundam, and ends at 8th MS Team. Let me just open the folder. So I'm gonna go through the series. All right, so the first one I'm going to talk about is Gundam con queso. So let me do that. Most of these are horizontal pictures. So yeah, Gundam con queso, which is the gun cannon. No, that I picked the gun tank. This is I'm gonna pick one from the good guys and one from I'm gonna pick from the good guys and the bad guys. On the good guys side, I like the gun tank more than the Gundam and the gun cannon. through the years, I'm talking about in the show itself. Like the Gundam looks ugly. It and because of the animation style, it looks ugly. But the gun tank at first I was like, this is kind of lame. It's half a robot, half tank. But buying the mobile suit in action, buying the SD Gundam gun tank from SD Gundam Force, I've gotten a better appreciation of the gun tank. I do like it. I like these vents. Yeah, I like the treads. I like that at the UK animation picture. This is from MAHQ. This is digital art by S. Hasegawa. It's called, if you Google Gundam Exceed, you'll find a whole bunch of art he's done from on the Federation side. The gyms are kind of lame. The balls are super lame. The Gundam looks ugly, and the gun cannon, it's okay. It's decent. I think Barnes and Noble had the master grade, but I think it's sold out. I don't think I've seen it. Well, someone bought it. It was like almost, I think almost $40, 40, 50. So someone loved it. Next up, I'm gonna go on the Xeonic side and pick a new guy, a new favorite. I didn't used to like this mobile suit. I think when the mobile suit in actions came out, I was kind of like, these things are goofy. But speaking of goof, I do like the Zaku too. I've had a growing appreciation for the Zaku too. Here it is from the first show. It looks kind of lame because of the art style. Here's a one of the things that I do like about the Zaku is the shoulder shield, which at the shoulder shield and the head I like a lot. The rest of the body is okay. Like the F2. I mean, I don't like that Zaku. And some of the upgrades from like Zeta, I think I want to say the Murasai, is it Murasai? I don't like. But the Zaku is tried and true, a workhorse, and it looks good. Next up, from 0079, from the bad guy side, is, let me do this. A lot of clicking over here. Click, click. So we got the dome, or the dom. I call it a dom, like Dom DeLuise. Some people might call it a dome, but it'll always be a dom for me. I like this thing. The skirt is kind of weird for the legs, but these guys like skate. They mostly hover, so they got these big feet, and they mostly have bazookas. And instead of having a heat hawk, they have a heat rod, which is like a bootleg beam saber. But I do like the dom. And it's kind of religious with its cross here. Nah, just so it could look up and down and around, I guess. So that's it for 0079. We're going to move on to Zeta. I got horizontal. I got vertical and horizontal pictures. So let's see how stupid StreamYard is gonna handle it. It's gonna bug out. So we got the Mark II over here, which Mark II, any color, Titans color or AEUG color, I like. I do have fond memories of buying the the Titans color from a little hole in the wall in Chinatown. They don't have kits anymore. I mean that little business is gone, but the mobile suit in actions would come in these boxes with a plastic sleeve. And I was always like, what's the difference? It's 1, 2, and 3. So I think I bought all 3 of them with time. I don't know if I reviewed any of them. I think I did the HCM Pro of the Mark II, but not the mobile suit in action. Here's the Super Gundam. It's okay. It's an okay upgrade. It's kind of weird because I think the jet doesn't stay on. So where do you put the jet? Here's the Mark II in AEUG colors. AEUG. And here it is. One of the things I do like about the design is that the head has like the way that it has this part here. It's like a baseball cap. And on the master grade, the way the cockpit opens on the chest is incredible. I love it. This part goes up and then this part goes down. I was like, wow. One of my first master grades was the GP01. And it had the core fighter inside. So when it opened up, it wasn't as cool because you had to lift the core fighter cockpit and then you had to open up the gates and then the core fighter cockpit. So it was kind of lame. But this is just open up and there's you got the little pilot with the seat inside. Super cool. Next on the AEUG side is, of course, the protagonist from Tenet, John David Washington. No, it's the Zeta Gundam. The Zeta Gundam, the design is great, but in terms of being able to make it transform is not great. I did buy the master grade and that was a mess. I did like it because it was 2 things in one, but once you turned it into a wave rider mode, it was kind of like a crumply mess, like having a sandwich. But I do like it. When you open the chest, the cockpit is like it's just the pilot is like this facing down. But I do like it. I remember once when I was working at one of my old jobs, I worked 7 days and I was like in a fog of tiredness. But I was like, I want to buy the perfect grade Zeta. I want to buy it. After I got paid, I'm like, I don't know. The Zeta's too much. Let me just buy a Ultron Gundam. But I was right. I mean, getting more Ultron, getting an Ultron Gundam and more stuff over like just one perfect grade Zeta Gundam that I would probably never build. I made the right choice. But it is pretty cool. The Zeta. It has the little gun and the big gun. You got this weird shield. And it's distinct looking. While the old Gundam looked like Optimus Prime, like a bootleg Optimus Prime, the Zeta doesn't look like anything. Doesn't even look like Soundwave. And last on the AUG side, we got the Hyakushiki. This is the art from the Master Grade box. I think it's the 2.0. The Hyakushiki is okay. It's not great. I do like the way the chest is built. According to the Master Grade manual, the way it opens is these two gold parts slide apart, and then this opens up. But one of the things that I do like most about this mobile suit is whenever they make it with metallic finish. Like I think the Master Grade, the new Master Grade is mostly like a gold yellow. But the old high grade is like metallic. I like gimmicky toys. So it has like metallic painting on it. It's gonna flake with time, but I'm like, I don't care. I just appreciate it for what it is. Like yeah, you appreciate things now and not later. But I love the metallicness, the metallic shine. Whenever they have the Hyakushiki that like you could see your reflection in it, I'm like, that thing's amazing. I love it. But when it's like mustard gold, I'm more like, all right, it's the Hyakushiki. I do like the wing binder thingies on the back. It comes with a clay bazooka and a little gun. But I like it. The design is great, but it's even greater when it has the shininess added to it. Bling, bling, bling. I do like that a lot of these mobile suits are available in Gundam Battle Operation too. So I always try. I think I own all of them. I was going to use Battle Operation 2 to show off the mobile suits, but I think it would have maybe crashed. One of these days, I will try streaming on Twitch. Not games, just like talking. I'm able to have 2 cameras on Twitch, so I have a little webcam that my brother bought me that can focus on small details, so I'll use it to review toys, and I'll have my face for the reactions so that I'm not grabbing the camera and looking at it. So we're going to move over to the Titan side. First one, because it begins with the letter A. It's going to take forever. It's 54 minutes. But all right, I gotta open the picture first. So the picture that I have is JFIF. I do have some JPEG, but Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go with JPEGs because the GIFs open up in Windows photo viewer, but I don't have a way to scroll through the pictures. So here we go. It's the Ashimar. It took me a while to like this suit. I thought the donut was kind of ridiculous, but seeing model kits of this thing, I I got a better appreciation. I don't like green, but the green and the orange does look kind of cool, and it has kind of like of a dom head, so that brought it up to me. And among all the mobile suits that the Titans own, this one stands out, along with I think three others that I'm gonna mention. But the Ashimar, I do like this design. It's pretty cool. The donut, the UFO donut is kind of weird, but appreciated. And next up, another Titans mobile suit is the God Plant. The God Plant has made kind of like a resurgence. It is in advance of Zeta, and it makes a brief little appearance in Halfway Splash at the beginning of Halfway Splash. But I do like that it's a transformable mobile suit. To me, the transformation is more logical than the Zeta, and it looks better. Basically, the heads here and the chest and the arms. I do want to pick up a model kit one of these days when I have the time. Will probably be an Advanced Zeta one. I think there is one that comes with extra big fist, but the head isn't like the Goplant head. The head is like a mobile suit, like a Zeta or a Gundam head. But I do like this head. It has a hole here so that the mono eye can look through. But I like it. It's a good design. I think if we ever get mobile suits in real life, it'll probably look a lot like the Goplant. Let me see, gotta go. The next one up. Yeah, I got GIFs. Curse you, GIFs. Jeff the GIF. Next one up is the Misala. This one is, I would say it's a lot uglier than the Goplant because of the head, but it's also cooler. It too would make more sense in the real world. It's a transformable. I don't like this little part in the front, but I do like the big boosters. But the colors are nice, and it looks like a Frankenstein monster. It's kind of hunched, but the Masala, right? Yeah, the Masala. I like it. This is another mobile suit from Zeta that I like. So if you ever see me review the Masala, I'll probably reiterate that point that I like it. And finally, for Zeta, it's Jeff. Jeff. What is Jeff? It is Theo Rudy. It's the O. It's the Theo. Theo. I like this thing. It's big and bulky. I remember buying the mobile suit in action of this thing. It was hefty. I think it cost me $50. But I like it. The Barnes and Noble had a mobile suit of this. I mean, a high grade kit for like $30. But as I've mentioned before, I love the price. But I don't have the time to build. So if it comes out in Gundam Universe, which we haven't gotten anything from Zeta or Double Zeta in Gundam Universe, so we'll see. I think they only do series that have aired on in the States on TV and then maybe shown on Gundam.info. Yeah, I don't think I've heard Zeta was up. I don't think Double Zeta was ever up, but that was in the past. But I do like Theo Rudy. It has extra arms under here. And there's this big fin. The long head, the long Pope head is cool. It's a different design. And I like yellow. It's got juice. Well, I don't got the juice. Anyway, next up. Well, that's it for Zeta. Now, next up is Double Zeta. This is going to be short. I only have 2 entries in Double Zeta. No GIF, please. If you hear scratching, that's the dog and knocking. So first up, we got the Double Zeta, the protagonist of the show. I like the robot mode of the Double Zeta. The big bazookas, the wings, the horns. I'm not too crazy about the the head cannon. And here's the line art. And I'm not too crazy of the G Fortress. It's not as good a mode. I know it separates into 3. You got the core fighter, the front part, and the back part. But I don't like it. I got the master grade, and this was like the flimsiest mode ever. But in robot mode with the big backpack and everything, it's great. I do like using it when I play in Gundam Battle Operation 2 when we do A and B rooms, because the missiles go everywhere. And finally, for Double Zeta, the only other mobile suit that I like from the show is this one. You might be surprised. Surprise! It's the Jubilee. The pink bird. This is the artwork for the Master Grade box kit. I'm not sure if I have the Master Grade. I know that I had the SD kits of the O and the Jubilee, but I don't think I have the Master Grade of the Jubilee. I think was too expensive for my blood and not intriguing enough, I guess. I do like that it has the long head. It's a one mobile suit. And it has the hands and funnels. So it's okay. Like out of Double Zeta, out of all the ugly suits that are there, this is one of the best on the bad guy side. On the good guys, you got Zeta suits and some grunts, but that's about it. So we're gonna end the, I guess, the Universal Century, the legit Universal Century, with Char's counterattack. Then we're gonna move on to like movies. So now we're in 6 minutes. I'm gonna turn off my cam and let me play a video again, I guess. Wow. Should upload another clip. Guess that would be good to break the. Can I add a clip? Now. Yeah, I think I'll add a clip. Let me see if I find something. 30 seconds. All right. This is a minute and 30. Man, I got this Gundam shirt from D2. There's a D2 in Brooklyn, all the way at the end of near the end of the R train. They had this shirt and another one from the Witch of Mercury. Let's see, RX78. This guy didn't make my list, but it's a Gundam shirt. What else are you gonna do? All right, I'm gonna take a break. That was, I think, the intro for one of the origin movies. It's weird. I watched Gundam the Origin. It's very great. I love the show. I was on it should still be on Hulu. I watched that, and then I watched Unicorn, and that is way better than Unicorn. The thing I like about that video is the transitions of the characters and stuff. It really gets me. I wish I could do those kind of transitions where you get one thing and then transition to another thing using it. So I'm not a good video editor. I just discovered CapCut, but CapCut doesn't let me go like take this Nemo and then like bring in the Nemo and then turn it around, and then you get the Zagok, and then the Zagok flies up and you get like Char or something. But I really like the editing of that clip. So speaking of Sha, well, we're gonna move into Char's counterattack and my favorite mobile suits. Let's open this up. So first off, we got Shah, his Zazabi. It's a stupid name. back when I was into, I guess, before I left Gundam the first time, I would always be like Sazabi, 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 Sazabi. It's like the Black Eyed Peas, the Amabi, Amabi, Amabi. So it's a stupid name, but it's a great mobile suit. I like that the cockpit is in the head, just like with the Xeon. You get the big gun and you get the fin funnel thingies. I do have a mobile suit in action from Chinatown because it hadn't come out in the States. And then it came out in the States, and I wanted to buy another copy, but eventually I didn't, which I feel like that was a mistake. But I still have it. I reviewed the Zazabi on my old channel, the Deluxe Mobile Suit in Action. It's okay. I like everything about it. The backpack, the big boots. I always thought this was like a musical note, but I don't think it is. Maybe it means Sha. It's a musical note for Sha. But the theme song for Gundam for Char's counterattack in my mind is always the Char's believing. It that thing that they sing on the train. I'm gonna stay with Xeon in this for now. And Neo Xeon. I like the Gyaradoga. It's a good upgrade from the Zaku. It has from the Zaku 2. It has the not as good as the Zaku 2. I think it's separated into two parts, or maybe I'm not remembering right. And then you have the blue version, which belongs to a pilot, a Resin Schneider, female pilot in Gundam Char's counterattack. So it's pretty good. It's a decent evolution of the Zaku. Then you get, let's see, maybe, I guess this is kind of cheating. According to MAHQ, um, there were only like 3 Neo Xeon mobile suits, and they're here. So we got the Jagged Doga. This is Guinea's version, which is the blue, blue and yellow, blue greenish yellow. At first, I liked the Giara more than the Jagged, but after, I think the unique head and the big buff body with the way the shoulders are symmetrical, it kind of won me over to liking it. Not as much as the Gyaradogo, but it's cool. And again, I got the mobile suit in action way back when. I believe there is a 1/100 kit of this beast, which and full mechanics. I might get it if I can find it. I might get it for a good price. And then you got the Quest Pariahs version, which I don't like the color so much. One of them comes with a machine gun. I think it's this one with a big Gatling gun, but it's missing the little horns. The color is bad, and I think it's missing the extra eye thing on the top. So for me, after watching the dub of Char's Counterattack on Hulu, no, on Netflix, because it's there for halfway slash, I hate Quest a little less because of that. The first time I saw it, I was like, I think the first time I saw the Double O movie, I was like, I hate this. The first time I saw Char's Count, I was, I hate Quest. I think with time, when you let it settle in, and then I guess if you watch it again, it's a different experience. Like Quest isn't that bad. She's still bad, but she isn't that bad. Her dad is like part of the Federation, and then she bumps into Char, who's like this rebellious leader who everyone thinks he's working for the good of every space noid. He's only in it for himself. At that time of UC, it's just what Char wants. But she gets sucked in to like helping him out because it sounds like a good cause, and then she dies. And I hate halfway for killing the Amuro's lady friend. That I think that's unredeemable. In halfway slash, it's like, oh yeah. He's like, oh, I miss Quest. And I'm like, you have no regrets about murdering Chanagi. There's never a thought in your mind about that. You murdered her for nothing. I don't know. I'm gonna move over to, I guess it's not the Federation, but it's Lando Bell, like Taco Bell, except less delicious. Bon mas or not. We got the new Gundam, which of course, if the Zazabi is going to be in there, the new Gundam is going to be in there. Again, I reviewed the deluxe mobile suit in action of this thing, and I did buy in the past. I bought a 1/100 kit that had metal in the feet. I like the new Gundam because of its colors. I like the vents. I like that it has a beam saber in the arm. I'm not too crazy about the one beam saber in the pack. The fin funnels I could do without. Uh, it does give it a distinct look, but the colors and the shape of it are mostly what I like. The shape of the chest. The head is not that unique, but I think the colors I like. I did pick up from the Tamashi Nation store in Manhattan. I picked up the special marking versions of the new Gundam. And finally, to end Char's counter, I might end it here. I still have a couple couple of series left, but to end Char's counter, we got the Regency, a refined Gundam Zeta with its big backpack. This is the box art from Master Grade. Back in the day, I would see this box art a lot, and I was like, "That's cool," but it's expensive. I did end up picking up the mobile suit in action. I did pick up the mobile suit in action, and I have fond memories of going to the Target in College Point, and finding the box of this and the new Gundam with the bed, with the rocket bed, and the heavy weapons system armor, and the blue Gundam box. Like I think it was like $15. The regular Gundam at that time was like I think 7. And then they had the deluxe, which was like 10, and then I think these boxed guys were like 15. And the Giara were on cards. But the Regency, the new Gundam, not the Zazabi was on a card, and the Jegan with the bed. Was it a bed? Yeah, I think it came with a bed. Those all came in long boxes. But I do like the design. The colors are okay. It's a good. I think it's a okay combination of light green and dark green. That's what it looks like to me. And it showed up for a little bit in the movie, and got handed down. Also, the jet version the Wave Rider mode looks better than the double Zeta, and a little better than the Zeta, because the Zeta is like kind of stout. The nose come. All right. Right now it's 3:34. Been streaming for an hour and 24 minutes. I have a couple of. I had a honorable mention, which I guess since I have it up, honorable mention is the Hobby Hyzak, which recently I got on Gundam Battle Operation just to get some tokens. I got this. And I think the colors are nice: red, white, and blue, and yellow. Always winning colors in the Gundam universe. So let me see, how many more series do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I think I'm gonna end it there. I got stuff to do. I'm tired too. and I got to see what happens to the stream because of those videos that I put up. Maybe I'm gonna get copyright strike or whatever. Or though I hope they don't mute the video, but they might. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for checking the stream out, checking this video out. I think since this is part 1, I could always do part 2, 3, and 4, and 5 of the UC. I was going to use Tier Maker, but Tier Maker is kind of like disorganized, and it had a whole bunch of mobile suits that I probably would not pick to put them in ranks. So I think this is way better. It's a better way I can pick and just choose. My original idea was to go 1 for 1, like the best of the best. But maybe that would have saved time. But then I wouldn't be able to talk about like my favorite MS, my favorite mobile suits. I would have to be just this one, and that's it. And then when I review the mobile suit in question, I'd be like, oh, this is one of my favorites. And people would be like, I thought the new Gundam was your favorite. I thought it was just that one. No. Yeah, I like mobile suits. They're cool robots, some cooler than others. That's about it. You can find me on the internet. I have a Twitter, which is now called X. I tried to abandon it. I was like, I'm out of here. I moved to Blue Sky. Blue Sky is okay, but I think the way the feed system works on Blue Sky is I don't like. Like right now, I'm subscribed to Gundam Feed. Let me see, maybe I could share this. Could share the tab. So the way Blue Sky works is that there's different feeds. I had like 5 Gundam feeds, and some of them repeated the same thing. But you can either look at people you're following, which right now I'm only following like 2 people, Dave Anthony and Jeff Pennington. But I would like to follow more people, so I got a diverse feed. But it's kind of weird. I don't really like it that much. The feed system for Blue Sky, but Twitter X has a whole bunch of. I've been getting ads for crypto, or ads for like Turning Point USA, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, or PragerU. It's like PragerU, and I'm like, fuck those guys. I don't want to acknowledge the ad, like block it or whatever. Maybe I will if I get mad enough, but I don't want them to be like, oh, you interacted with the ad. Let's send you more. I just want them to think, I hate that shit. But I have an account on Blue Sky. It's Aries0083. Like I said, I wanted to make this my only social media, because sometimes I'm out taking pictures while I'm Gundam hunting. And I'm like, do I put this on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Twitter? So I thought if I only had Blue Sky, I could roll everything to Blue Sky, but I don't like Blue Sky. The feed system is not good. If it showed me everything with hashtags that I give it, like Twitter does, like if I tell Twitter, look, I want to see things that have hashtag Gundam, it'll throw everything in there. But this feed system is kind of weird. I don't like it too much. But you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Blue Sky. I have a DeviantArt, and I think that's about it. Anyways, let me get out of here. Let me close this thing. I'm Aries0083. This is for my version 2 channel. Thank you for your support. Hopefully this channel goes from like 3 subscribers to maybe 1,000 by the end of the month. That's not going to happen. Well, thank you very much. And I'll end with a catchphrase. Insert catchphrase here. Bye.